pass run. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Anybody open?
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And Tate's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was
They'll run on first down. Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Not today, not tomorrow, and sure not next year.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. That is.
Yeah, say it again. Say it again.
right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Stop. Yeah.
Third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
It ain't nothing to cut that beat on.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
He finna quit this up.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down. It's Jacobs, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception returned for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers Super Bowl champions.
You went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown. And, yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
It's fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On first down, Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, and he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
He's coming, double up. Check 50, check 50. Later one. 47's the mic, boys.
On third and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones now to throw again. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Jones now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Jones throwing again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Rush in, Rush in.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, Echo. Express.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Yo. Express. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Throwing on third and long. Carr, he'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They do go for it. It's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Very disrespectful.
And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
And no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Jones going to throw again, and he finds Penny. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now it's Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And Ingram holds it in. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Jones now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. Well, coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Mike's 47. 93. 90.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Watch the kick.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And this is a pretty good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked by Darryl Worley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And now another interception. Jonathan Hayward picks it. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Throwing on first down is Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Benson Mayowa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Jones, he's going to let one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
God.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Check 13. Check 13. Raider 1. Express.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams.
Man, come on.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Carr going to let it throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. To try again after the sack.
What is them doing?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Got too many rookies.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing...
Yo, who opened?
Now Carr. Well, this is caught by Williams. Solid.
We know you
and a Raider first down.
Well, trouble, you can send it to me or I can send it to you. It don't matter.
Carr now on first down. And this is incomplete.
Hey, man, somebody skip it.
3 seconds left. After the incomplete pass brings him up.
That's how you sound. That's how you sound. We'll feel better.
Throwing again. Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll get this well past
Good game, Mark.
before being stopped.
Good game, man.
To 35. So this one a victory.